ticking.
All right, guys.
In case anybody wants to know.
Point guard in high school?
Yes, I was.
Tiny Archibald or?
No, I was tiny Archibald when I was a freshman.
With them not having Travis Hunter, it's kind of like you prepare on both sides of the ball. There's kind of an adjustment, right? I mean, I guess how different is that to have one guy out, but two kind of.
Yeah, they lose at least 1.5 in terms of playtime and all that, but they've really been featuring him more on offense lately. But we think he's terrific as a coverage guy, and he's just such a good all-around athlete. I mean, all of the build-up and the hype and the Heisman and all that was warranted, man. He's a great football player. It's significant, I know, for them. But it doesn't change us any in what we're doing. You know, we're playing against their guys anyway, so we don't know how much he's going to play on either side, so we have to wait that out.
When they say this morning their coach said they were going to have to adjust their offensive game plan because he's not going to be there, how much of an unknown factor is that bringing for you guys in terms of what adjustment they might make?
Well, I mean, I think he had 10 or 11 targets or something last week, so he's a significant part of their thinking, and they run with him, they block with him, they do everything with him, you know, down the field and underneath and all that stuff. So, yeah, you lose a guy like that, you know, it changes because the whole plan Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday was to go with him. So, you know, what they do, we don't know. You know, they've got other good players too, though, and so you know, they can fill their spots if we think. But you know, it's hard to lose a guy like that.
Optimistic early in the week about Max and Adam. Are they both on track?
Yeah, they're ready to go. We're really in great shape. We're really going to have only 2 guys that would be listed out, and that's Aiden and Lonnie. You know, so everybody else ready to go. It really feels like we are back to where we started from, except for with Colton. And fortunately, Stone has done a really nice job at left tackle and it hasn't looked like a big change. It is, but he's done a good job with it. So this is as strong as we felt in a while, and I'm hoping that'll show up in our play.
You're talking about just you know, the Travis Hunter not being there, but what stands out to you most about the way Liam Cohen calls a game offensively as a coordinator?
He's got all of the good stuff that's going around the league. You know, the tree that he comes from is really the one that I respect the most. You know, in terms of innovation and creativity, and really good fundamental aspects of their offense. He's representing all those guys. So they do. It's a big offense. They do a lot of stuff. You can't just zero in on this or that. They love to run the football. They're willing to stay with it when they can. Their play action game is good. Their perimeter stuff off the running game is there. And they really trust the quarterback. They have a lot of downfield routes and concepts that call for their big arm. And you know, fortunately for them, Trevor's got it.
I know you're healthy. You're healthier now from the bye. It's a different looking team than it was last time you guys stepped on the field. But do you feel your team did a good job moving on from what happened in Kansas City?
We'll find out. You know, I mean, I can tell you what it felt like at practice. We had a terrific the 3 days before up to Monday, bonus Monday that we had, and then these good days were as well as we've practiced. Everybody can kind of feel that we're feeling good, and that adds to it. And so hopefully we can come out of here and play good, clean football. We got to do all of the basic things. We got to do a great job in the kick game, no issues there. We got to take care of the football. This is a big freaking turnover team now. These guys have been on fire getting the ball away from their opponents, and we're going to have to do the kind of things on defense that can keep Trevor really from controlling the game. And so we'll see if we can put that together.
Based off of what you've seen this week with the practice, how would you say Tyler Lockett has looked, and just based off of how he looked in practice, what do you think his role could be this Sunday?
Well, I need to see the film today because this would be only 3 days with him. He did some good things on every day. G used him a couple times today, great, and we got him enough reps so he has a chance to play in this game. But we'll make that decision here as we get through the film today. If Locke can play and we want to go with him, I know that he and Gino really have a big history, and they've got a connection that you can't get other than being together for seven or 8 years, whatever the heck it was. So we'll see what happens with that. I'm encouraged by the way he looked on the practice field.
Does anything about your approach to the game or managing reps, anything like that, change knowing you have a Thursday game ahead?
No, not until we have a chance to do that late in the game. And we'll see what happens, what the game allows us. But that's just the way you do it. We have a routine that we'll go through next week, and they'll have theirs, and we'll see if we can match it up really well and take advantage of whatever happens in this one going into the next.
Good. All right.
Thank you. That was a really great answer.